WZUC LP Edmond.
Your station, 99.3.
Celebrating 125 years of excellence at UCO.
You play the best music.
You can't get it anywhere else.
UCO's best mix.
New Central Radio.
Good afternoon and welcome to the show. This is the Matt Wallen Show on 99.3 U Central Radio. I'm Matt Wallen, and with me are the real deals, Ike Wilcox and Bradley J-Ro. How you doing, guys? The one and only real deals.
We're good.
Is it really the one and only because there's two of you?
Oh, I was talking about me.
Oh, you're the one and only.
Yes. I literally have looked up my name, and I'm the only Bradley J-Ro on the planet, so...
Congrats.
That's technically true.
Congrats. Where did you use to look that up?
Pretty much every search engine. So
okay.
I was bored one day, so it's an interesting fact.
And instead of writing that college paper, he looked up to see if he was the only.
It took like 30 seconds. Come on.
Okay.
The internet is fast now.
Man, we are a generation that just loves the internet and needs information as fast as we can get it.
Just a wealth of knowledge right at our fingertips within
But it's not always true. And Ike's over there like it is true. Ike, tell us about your weekend.
He just sat down.
Yeah, he just sat down.
Making me get up.
Yeah.
What's up, Matt? I'm the only Isaiah Wilcox in this planet you heard. Sorry, I'm tired.
I know. Okay.
My weekend consists of watching a little bit of basketball, relaxing. What did I do this weekend? I studied a lot. There's a lot of midterms this week that I kind of prepared myself.
I know, it's the week before spring break.
So, and I'm not doing anything for spring break, so I didn't really.
Besides watch basketball.
And
there should be a lot of good basketball.
Speaking of basketball,
college.
I got to tell you all about my weekend.
Ooh.
I've now won 8 of my last 9 games of 21.
Oh, okay.
So extended my streak. I had the tips going and taking people down to 0.
Do we have to give a shout out to Alan Blackaby for beating you?
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
Shout out to him, but
yeah.
he was the one time out of the last 9, so he had one heck of a game. So you got to give up to him. And I grilled out last night, and I think a couple nights before.
What'd you put on the grill?
Got a couple sirloins, about 1 inch thick, and got them ready for me and Megan, and had some mashed potatoes, some veggies. It was a nice dinner last night to cap off the weekend. So yesterday was pretty good.
We need to go eat at Brad's, Ike.
Yeah.
Sounds like some good food.
Bring your own steaks, though, but I'll
bring
cook
your
it
own
for
steaks.
You.
Okay.
Because those things can get expensive. So.
Yeah, they can. A good steak. What was a good weekend though? We had some good basketball on, and I think a lot of people. I'm not going to sit here and say the Thunder figured it out because the Thunder still looked terrible at the end of the game, but that first quarter. I'll give it to him.
Yeah, you go up, 17 points with Durant and Westbrook taking like 2 shots or something crazy like that. Isn't it nice to play the Bucks every once in a while?
It is, isn't it?
I mean, it was one of those games where they were in a no-win situation where, if they win, they're like, oh, yeah, big deal, it's the Bucks, But if they lose, like, oh, my gosh, really again? So they were in a no-win situation. I don't think anybody's going to really care until they beat a good team, and it all starts with the Clippers, I think, either tomorrow or Wednesday. I can't remember when that game is.
We'll look it up. Also, the other big thing coming out this weekend, and it'll be one of the first things we talk about today, saying goodbye to a legend. Came out yesterday that Peyton Manning is going to announce his retirement today. Press conference is actually going on right now. We'll try to have some soundbite from it on Wednesday. But where does Peyton rank in your mind of all-time great quarterbacks?
Ike is ready. So
I got up and was ready to talk.
The dude's good.
Ooh.
The dude's great, but he ain't better than Tom Brady.
Agreed 100%.
Okay.
Because the thing with Peyton, in my opinion, he's the greatest regular season quarterback of all time. Now, I don't mean that as a knock. I really don't. But in the playoffs, the guy, more often than not, really didn't get it done. So many one-and-dones, and Peyton apologists like to talk about the defense, but there were several times the Colts defense was good, or the Broncos for that matter. And as long as we're being honest, I mean, yeah, he has 2 Super Bowls technically, but like we said in the immediate aftermath, I mean, Osweiler could have been the quarterback of this last team. So them winning had almost nothing to do with him, this recent Super Bowl. So I look at him, I put him in my top 10. I don't know about top 5. I put him in my top 10.
Not in your top 5.
Who's your top 5?
Yeah, give us your top 5 then, because Mike, would you put him in the top 5? Yeah, he's in the top 5.
I would put him around 5 or 6.
Okay, so
in no particular order, because I didn't think about this before coming in, so I don't want to say something
well, obviously
dumb.
you thought he wasn't in your top 5.
Okay.
Which,
Tom Brady.
I mean, hey.
In no particular order, my 5. Tom Brady. Oh, God. Joe Montana. That's who it was. Okay. Man, I cannot think today. But those are my top 2.
Elway?
Yeah, I put Elway up there.
Elway won his Super Bowls, though, as I'd like to point out, kind of when it went away from passing when he had Terrell Davis in them.
Yeah.
Is all I'm going to say.
Let's see.
Would you put Marino? Yeah, I know he didn't win a Super Bowl, but...
Exactly. That's the thing. But he always made his teams so much better. You know, he didn't have any kind of support.
And you're saying Payne didn't make his teams better?
No,
I just want to point out the one season he didn't play in the NFL. How bad was it for the Colts then?
Oh, they were tanking.
Oh,
Come
don't
on.
even.
They were clearly tanking.
No, they weren't.
They were clearly tanking for Andrew Luck.
No, they
weren't. Was obvious. But we're getting off track here. I would. Okay, here. Let me just list off. I don't want to do a top 5 right now, but I'll list off my top ones.
In other words, he is admitting defeat. Because he can't think of anyone else to put in the top 5.
I made a general statement. He's in my top 10, maybe top 5, and then it's like, oh,
you said I don't know about my top 5.
I said I don't know because I haven't thought about it. So,
but now that
I don't I don't go around in my brain just thinking, oh, here are the top 5 quarterbacks of all time. Let me just rattle them off for everybody. This was not in the outline of the show this morning.
After thinking about it, would you say, okay, yeah, I'd probably put him in my top 5 now?
Probably.
Okay,
maybe.
That's all I want to hear.
Okay.
Now think about it. Yeah,
I need
he's
more
probably
time to
top
think
5.
about it. I mean, I put a lot of emphasis on
championships.
Obviously. So, I mean, Bradshaw's in the mix, Staubach's in the mix. It's hard to compare eras. So, I'm just saying he might be top 5. I'm just not sure I'm ready to just throw him in there when he didn't do anything in the postseason. Really,
the problem with comparing eras is none of these teams, like going back, ran the offense that Peyton ran. And I'm not the biggest Payne supporter. I do like Payne. Don't get me wrong. I do think Brady's better. I think Brady's a better quarterback.
Yeah.
But I got to give it up for the guy because the guy went to Denver and he's like, this is the offense we're going to run. He was basically the offense coordinator. He went, he made the calls at the line. This was a different style that we saw in the NFL. Did Brady run something similar? Yes, but it changed the outlook of football.
Yeah.
At least professionally.
He has been his own coach, so you got to give it up to him on that because he calls the plays. You know, that's why I don't understand why people hire Peyton's offensive coordinators and then they expect him to be good.
Would you put Brett Favre in front of him?
Oh gosh.
Favre only had one Super Bowl.
Only had one. I don't know. See, that's the thing. It's just so hard because for me it's my top 2, Montana and Brady. Then after that it gets real muddy.
Do you put Young?
Young, yeah, I'd probably put him in my top 10 somewhere. It's hard to put a number on.
But in front of Manning. That's the main thing.
Vic prior to the...
Vic?
Yeah. And here's the thing.
Vic won't make the list because he didn't win Super Bowl.
I'm sure when I get home or something, I'll think oh yeah, I should have said him. Yeah.
Well, so I'm thinking
maybe on Wednesday or something, I can have my top 10.
Who else won a lot? Bradshaw?
I said Bradshaw. For me, it might be in top 5. Staubach.
Aikman? You're a Cowboys
fan.
Where's Aikman?
I don't know. I mean, to a degree, he was really good. See, he was kind of like
No,
not Romo. He was like that. He was kind of like Aikman when the chips were down. Man, he was clutch. Like he was accurate. So I might put him on the fringe of the 10, 10 to 15, somewhere in there. Okay. That's why I gotta think about this, man. Plus we got to go back Unitas. And all of the old
Don't get me wrong,
people.
Unitas was good and all that, but what did they do the ball then? I mean, he did, first guy do the 2-minute offense, but let's think about it. They ran the ball.
Yeah, but again,
Joe Namath?
I'm not the biggest Namath fan.
It was in the era where it's just like.
Yeah, and then also too, you got to consider back then defenses could play a lot tougher than they do now,
That's true.
and in the last couple decades. But yeah, maybe on Wednesday we can all do our own top 10 lists and compare and contrast.
Okay.
That'd be a little fun thing.
Okay, put it down. Wednesday, top 10 quarterbacks list. It'll be interesting because some quarterbacks have now have been notified that they will be free agents.
RG3.
RG3, also Josh Freeman.
Yep.
Whatever happened to him?
I don't know, man. He was supposed to be like the next
Remember,
big thing.
he was nothing in college either at Kansas State.
Them and the Buccaneers were like the next big thing, and then nope. Now they got Winston, and we'll see what happens.
And also, it looks like Fitzpatrick's not going to get signed by the Jets either.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that what they said? I
They're
saw that he was
far
going
apart.
to. I thought he was going to test free agency. Yeah, but he could still wind up there. I don't.
But I'm just saying, he's going to be a free agent.
Nobody's gonna. Yeah, but I don't see anybody saying, "Oh man, I can't wait to get Ryan Fitzpatrick." I don't know. He's kind of like a guy like, you just get him if you don't have anybody
Well,
else.
look, there's some teams that don't really have anyone else. Let's be honest.
He'd be perfect for Cleveland. Cleveland sign old guys and just for whatever reason, like it doesn't make any sense.
Does he go back to Houston? Because Houston's in dire need of a quarterback.
Gosh, I don't know, because Houston, I wouldn't want to. Aside from Hopkins, I wouldn't want to play in their offense. They just got rid of Foster, so who knows
But
what
what
they're going
did
to do?
Foster
running back.
do?
What did Foster do? He's a Pro Bowler, like
He's
every
been
year.
out though.
But I'm just saying.
Since
No,
his
I'm not
great
saying.
years, he's really.
But that's what I'm saying.
He's been subpar at best. Would you
Who do
agree,
they-
Ike?
I'm just saying the first time he was there, he had Foster for a couple seasons, and now you've got who at running back? Chris Polk.
Hey,
Averaged like what, less than 4 yards a carry, and then you got Hopkins a wide receiver, but no other real weapons. They're like all defense. That team. I wouldn't want to play in that offense. I'd rather play with Brandon Marshall and. Well, now that I say it, other than Marshall, who do the Jets have? Well, at least you know you fit there and you can do good things. So.
hey, Carolina doesn't really have any real receivers, but look at them.
Yeah, well, Cam Newton.
Cam Newton.
Shepard.
Burrows is a free agent.
Shepard, who did you get Shepard?
Sterling Shepard?
Sterling Shepard might go to the Panthers are looking hard at
The Panthers?
Panthers and Shepard.
Interesting.
I mean, he did have a good combine.
OU receivers,
A little
man.
slow on that 40, though.
OU receivers
Little
aren't good in the
slow.
NFL.
Always, exactly.
What?
OU receivers aren't good in the NFL. I thought the one good chance we had was Ryan Broyles as like a slot receiver, and then nothing. He's a free agent, by the way, like I just said. So he's already like his career's probably almost done.
Ike, are you gonna get up and talk, Ike, or are you just?
We're relaying what Ike says.
Yeah,
because
Ike's
he's,
over.
He's sitting down
Ike,
chilling.
just join the conversation. We'll try to get you a chair in here.
Ike, thoughts?
Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking that too. Broyles kind of, he had an injury too, I believe. Yeah,
He did in college, so.
No.
senior year or something like
Yeah, so and then Kenny Stills really. I'm just trying to think of some past wide receivers from OU that really.
Clayton probably had the best.
Clayton.
Yeah.
Mark Clayton for the Ravens was probably the best OU receiver
Sadly.
in the NFL. Yeah, but he even at his best was like a solid number 3.
Mark Bradley
or 2.
didn't do anything for
Bradley
the Bears.
didn't do anything. Malcolm Kelly didn't do anything.
Travis Wilson.
Joaquin Iglesias with your
Yeah,
Bears didn't
Bears,
do
yeah.
anything. So OU receivers just don't do anything in the NFL, unfortunately. But our running back's pretty good.
Yeah, running back's not bad. A few defensive backs too.
Yeah, wide receiver might be the only. Wide receiver and quarterback might be the only position that nobody in the NFL has done that great from OU. Because they have
True.
greats at like every other position.
True.
Huh? Troy, okay. Okay, Troy Aikman is probably the one exception, but one year, right? So I'll give that to you, though. So I guess wide receiver really is the only one, and that's really peculiar. So
Well, look at their current receiver situation. Do they have a standout receiver on campus? No.
And all of OU's receivers, I mean, are as tall as you and me, so that's not an NFL-type receiver typically. So, yeah.
Let's take a quick break, and then we'll come back. We got a lot to talk about. Before we got totally off topic, because before we go to break, I want to talk about Manning real quick, the stats real quick, because they put this out today. He owns 5 NFL records. He won 2 Super Bowls, was an MVP of 1. He has the most NFL MVP awards at 5. Let's see. Passing touchdowns. He was number 1 in Colts history and number 2 in Broncos history.
He's got to be top 2.
He is.
Top 5.
He has at least a 75% winning percentage against 16 of the 32 MVPs, and most of his touchdowns were to different receivers. The big one was to Marvin Harrison, but he threw touchdowns to 49 different receivers. Just let that
That's
settle
pretty
in.
impressive.
We'll go to break on that, and then you can tell me if he makes it back into the top 5. You're listening to the Matt Wallen Show on 99.3 U Central Radio. And we're back.
Now we're back.
Now we're back.
And we're back.
I should probably remember to press the button. We're back. You're listening to the Matt Wallen Show. It is 12:21, and you're listening to the show on 99.3 U Central Radio. Okay, guys. We said before the break. Is he number 2? And you have him tied, Brad. Go ahead. Give us your top 5. Go ahead.
In my opinion, I put championships paramount for quarterbacks. Excuse me,
Okay.
I'm about to sneeze. I'm going to try not to. Okay. Tom Brady, number 1. I'm trying so hard not to sneeze right now. Tom Brady, 1. Montana, 2. Terry Bradshaw, 3. Roger Staubach, 4. Steve Young and Peyton Manning has a push at 5. So when I said top 10, maybe top 5,
You're okay.
I was being accurate.
Do you agree or disagree with Brad's take?
Nah, I'd probably put Manning at 3. I'm not putting him above Montana and Brady, but I'll put him at 3.
Here's my thing, and I said this, and this was like sacrilegious, that I might put him at 2. Because, okay, I understand Montana won more championships. And don't get me wrong. Montana was a great quarterback. But, okay, let me throw this out then. Maybe this will give a little clarification. In this day of age, who's number 2? Is it still Montana?
It's so hard to say. I mean,
I know you can't.
Montana
say it.
might be better in this day and age because, like we said, whether it was, I can't remember if it was on break or not, but defenses. I mean, you can't even touch receivers like at all now. So, I mean, if we put those 49er teams in today's NFL, they might go 19-0 with Jerry Rice. Like, you're not able to touch him, not rough him up or anything. Like coming off the line clean, it's going to be hard for anybody to stop that offense. So I don't know. I stand behind mine. So.
And think about, I know this might seem weird, but think about the gloves of today, too.
Yeah.
I mean, you know how they used to use, like, stick
Yeah,
and stuff?
that's true.
But think about the gloves. If Jerry Rice could have had some of those gloves of today, you think Odell Beckham...
Jerry Rice didn't need gloves.
I know, he did need gloves, but what if he was like, what if he had the gloves that today's wide receivers have to catch the ball? Would have been automatic.
For some reason, I know y'all are disagreeing, but I'm still have him number 2 all time.
That's fine. I
could go either way, though.
when you
but
look at these,
I'm trying to,
you can't really be wrong. It's your opinion. I mean, just like, if you looked at numbers, my list would probably be terrible, but I'm talking about quarterbacks, championships, not just championships, but postseason as well.
you got the number 2 pick. Brady's been taken already. Who are you taking at quarterback?
I'm taking Montana.
Taking Montana?
Yeah.
Why would I need 2 quarterbacks?
Brady's already been taken.
I know.
By another team.
Oh, by another team.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably going to...
Montana.
Too.
Okay.
I'm sorry, man. Actually, I'd probably go with Vic.
Just keep him out of trouble and keep him on track.
Okay, moving on. Lovie Smith was named the head coach at the University of Illinois. Thoughts?
Interesting. I don't think he should have been fired from the Buccaneers.
He shouldn't have been fired from the Bears, but
I
he's
think
back in the state of Illinois.
I think he'll do well.
Hey, same colors. Same colors.
True.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. Isn't that weird thought? Let's move on to the Thunder because, guys, people are ready to write them off, and I'm not sold anything's really changed after Milwaukee because it's Milwaukee.
Yeah.
But they did show some signs of improvement. But once again, it could be because it's Milwaukee.
Yeah, I mean, how many times have we said that? Oh, they looked good against Miami, or they looked good against so-and-so, and then next 3 or 4 games, it's the same old stuff. I said on Twitter after one of the meltdowns, I think it was against the Clippers, I said, this team is a guaranteed second-round exit, and I stand by that. I think whether it's Golden State or San Antonio, I'm thinking 5-game series, maybe 6 at best, but they're going to lose. Hate to say it.
2 things. I love reading your tweets and stuff. Sometimes I'm just like, I can't wait to see Brad. But
I just gotta say, it's really funny looking at me now as opposed to when I was like a teenager. My tweets and stuff about sports.
How big of a fan you were?
Yeah, I'm much.
You can look at it from
I
a
am
journalistic perspective.
much more mature now, and even still, I get very effusive and frustrated. So. Yeah, it must be fun for the onlookers, and I'm like, should I delete it? No, I'll just leave it there. So,
the Greek Freak and Jabari are 2 future stars. I can just say that right now. I love those 2 guys.
Well, the Greek Freak had triple-double, didn't he?
Yeah.
It's the 3rd one this season.
3rd one, yep. But I was just watching those guys play, and Jabari's a good young player. I was like, man, these guys are going to be good. As soon as they can get some more talent on that team, J. Kidd is going to send them to the playoffs, man. I can. What?
Did they take a step back this year?
Oh yeah.
But that's what I'm saying though.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, they need to really build around these guys and like try to.
Because they didn't even have Jabari last year because he got injured.
Yeah, he got injured last year.
So why are they taking a step back?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
It's same thing with Thunder. Why are we playing the way we play?
We don't play defense, and because we have a lineup problem. And our rotations.
We have a roster problem.
Yeah, well, that too.
Roster.
It's
no
not
veterans.
rotations.
We have
it's
so many.
roster.
Oh, we have a veteran, dude.
We signed a
We
veteran.
got to talk about.
Go ahead, talk about it.
Nazi Muhammad, and he's wearing James Harden's old number, number 13. And I gotta say, guys, the seasons Muhammad's been on the Thunder, they've gone to at least the Western Conference Finals.
Ooh.
The only NBA Finals appearance they made, Muhammad. He was locking down that 3rd string center spot, man. I'm telling you. Or
So
I guess maybe
is this what's going to happen? Is he going to take it? Is this the piece the
triple
Thunder
double
needed?
every night?
Triple double
Hakeem
every night.
Olajuwon.
I feel like this is the piece that the Thunder needed in the locker room. I truly do. You remember when I told you about that whole like locker room presence? Like it might
This
sound
is the
weird.
locker room presence that the Thunder need.
It might sound weird. I promise you, it might sound weird. But with all those like young guys on the squad and 2 like uncoachable players with Kevin and Russell, they needed that like Nazir Muhammad, Kendrick Perkins.
Go ahead and say that again. That was the presence that they need. Go ahead and just say it.
What?
Say what you just said.
I feel like that Nazir is one of those like veteran players that they probably need in the locker room. What? You don't think so?
No.
On yours.
Oh no.
I'm wearing the earphones, so he just did a drum roll after that. A little.
Do you honestly disagree with me?
He's not going to make a difference.
I in the locker room in the sense of like I'm trying to think because I'm not wrong.
Ike usually says we when he talks about OU sports. He has now entered we when talking about the Thunder. We needed Nazi Muhammad.
Can I just say this? I do think that if you have a roster spot open, why not bring in?
Oh, I agree.
a guy?
Use it, but
at the same time,
it does nothing for me.
Isn't it a bit alarming that? Doesn't it kind of say, if we assume what Ike is saying is true, that, okay, our players like Westbrook and Durant aren't listening to the coach, so let's bring in a guy who they might listen to? Isn't that pretty alarming?
I mean, it's not alarming when it has happened every single year.
When it's happening. It's not that it could be happening, it's happening. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
It is happening. They went and got a coach, a young coach who had no experience in the NBA. And they
going into Durant's free agent season, what could go wrong?
They handed him a team that could win a championship, and they're surprised when it doesn't meet expectations.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
This team,
I don't even know what to say about that because there's no way you could seriously think that they were going to meet expectations this year.
Also, what is up with Randy Foye getting more minutes than Cameron Payne, like completely getting him out of the rotation?
Oh, I know that upsets you.
Well, it should upset anybody who likes the Thunder. Like they have all these turnovers. Like Payne was playing well; he's having a really good rookie season. I don't get it. I don't understand it at all. And if that was your plan,
He's still shooting horrible. Like Randy Foye is still shooting.
Foye is having the worst shooting season of his career, and he's not a true point guard. I don't understand. If you want to give him like 10 to 12 minutes, have him come in, maybe see if he can hit a couple threes, that's fine. Why is he running the offense? I mean, I don't think it's any coincidence we have all these turnovers.
Give him Singler minutes. Singler has turned it around for this ball club. I don't even want to hear it.
Well, let's hope so, because we got him for another 5 years. We'll be 30 years old when his contract is up. So, cool.
He will be 30.
I will be almost 30 years old when his
Wow.
contract is up.
We could probably get more valuable minutes out of you.
Yeah, probably.
So y'all are still banking on first round exit.
Second
round exit.
I'll tell you what, though, they're lucky the Western Conference is weaker this year as opposed to last year. I mean, consider the Spurs were 7th seed last year. If they were playing like this last season, they might be looking at a first round exit. They'll probably play a pretty mediocre Dallas team, though.
You know what's sad, though?
Or Grizzlies without Gasol. Go ahead.
You know what's sad? Think about it. Record's not bad.
It's not.
It's not bad at all, but
Their record was so easy in the early beginning of the season.
yeah.
But since it's gotten hard, they've lost, 6 of 8? So
Think about this,
Pretty telling.
because remember, we did that a while back about what would their schedule be over the next 12 games. We are 7 games into it. Do you remember what you said?
Mine was close to 500, but they're
I thought you
below
said
that.
7 and 5.
7 and 5.
7 and 5.
Okay.
If we look at the schedule, I'm pulling it up real quick. If I can ever find it.
What's sad is it wasn't inconceivable for past Thunder teams to go 10 and 3 in a stretch like that.
And you know what? They should have won most of these games.
Yeah. Exactly.
Let's think about it. They had a lead. You should have beat Golden State.
And I wasn't the biggest Scott Brooks fan, but I don't see his teams blowing all those games. I just don't. That game against the Clippers last Wednesday or whatever it was, the teams of old, of Thunder history, would not have let that happen. That would have been step on their throats, put this thing away, over. So that was one of the worst Thunder losses I've seen.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's think about this. We started this we talked about this on, I believe, Monday, February 22nd. They just lost to Cleveland. Or we might have talked about this on the 24th, because I know on the 22nd we went off about losing to Cleveland like they did. Oh, yeah.
And the Pacers.
That was the day where we had the Thunder chopping block, if I remember correctly. But anyway, since then they've played Dallas, New Orleans, Golden State, Sacramento, the Clippers, Golden State again, and Milwaukee. They have gone 3 and 4. 7 games into it. And you said 7 and 5, if I'm correct. And that's where I thought I was around, 7 and 5.
We were all around the same
area. We didn't think that they were going to have just a great trip. We thought if they could go 8 and 4, 9 and 3, it would be a huge win.
Oh, absolutely.
But this team is not the team that we've had in the past.
It's not, and I don't think they're a contender this year. I know people want to put them there because they're a 3 seed and Durant and Westbrook, but I don't see it.
They're not
I'm sorry,
contender.
but
No.
It's just inconceivable that they're 3 and 4, because when was the last time the Thunder had a losing record in a stretch longer than 3 games? Right? I mean, they might go 1 and 2 during a stretch, but never like
last year.
aside. Let's take out last year because of all the injuries. The past years before that, when was the last time they had a losing record in a stretch more than like 3 or 4 games? Not often. But in 7 games, they're 3 and 4. I mean, that's awful with Durant and Westbrook.
That first year they went to the playoffs, at the beginning of the season, they went back and forth, and then they finally something caught.
Yeah, but so isn't that kind of saying, okay, that if we're thinking in terms of a bell curve, they're on the downward curve of that now.
Oh, I agree.
2012 through 14, let's say, was the top. Yep, and then coming all the way down.
What would you have thought if we would have said 2012 would have been the peak for the Thunder?
I'm haunted by words. Whenever we were losing, I think it was game 2 or 3, I was flipping out, and I was so mad at Brooks for not benching Perkins and making so many mistakes. And I was flipping out. I'd be like, Brad, chill. Like, all our guys are 22 something, blah, blah, blah. Like, we're going to be fine. I said, you don't understand how hard it is to get to a championship, let alone win it. They might never make it back.
Tell that to San Antonio.
Yeah, I said, they might never make it back. And I hope I'm not haunted by those words for forever.
Okay.
But so far, I'm right.
They got 5 games left in this 12-game stretch we talked about. They got Clippers at home Wednesday night, Friday night, Zach Levine and the Timberwolves come to town, and he's gonna have a.
This is like the 10th time we're playing the Timberwolves.
Oh, I know, but hey, we should win. Should. Yes. Saturday they go to San Antonio. Loss, yeah. Portland at home on Monday, and then Wednesday they go to Boston. So what do they finish? They're currently 3-4.
So, well, how many games is that?
That's 5 games left. You think they lose them all?
Read them off one more time.
Okay. Clippers at home.
Wednesday.
I'll say they win that one.
Win that one? Okay. Minnesota.
Win.
At San Antonio.
Loss.
Home versus the Trailblazers.
That's actually
up
really
in the
interesting.
air.
Lillard's been dropping like 50 points, and they kind of... I have personally seen Lillard destroy the Thunder at home. Yeah. I'm going to say they lose that one.
Okay. And then go to Boston. I actually had them winning that for some reason. I feel like they might.
I'm going to say loss, though. So I think 2-3.
Just because of our record with the East this year.
Yeah, with the record with the East and the way Lillard's
I say
been
we
playing.
lose to the Clippers. We beat Minnesota. We go 3-2.
I could see 3-2. I don't think
Portland's the what-if game.
Yeah, I'll say 2-3, give or take maybe one win. So 2-3 or 3-2, but I'll stick with 2-3 just because of the way they've been playing.
Let's see. How'd you feel about Kaner's minutes last night?
How many minutes did he play? I didn't see the game.
Only 20.
Only 20?
Had 18 points.
He had 18 and 12, right? Okay, I'm just remember the stat line.
Just think about that. Went 7 for 9.
Wow.
Man,
he is. He's
one
really
of his
efficient.
misses was from 3. So,
Yeah, he's really efficient. He's a great, efficient bench scorer. He just needs more minutes, and they need to find a way, if it's because of his defense, to get him more minutes to cover him with Ibaka or do something to where he's not a liability on defense. That's on the coaching staff. They got to figure out a way to get this guy more minutes and not have a big drop off defensively, whatever it is.
I kind of feel like if
see.
one of our stars isn't out there, Enos should be out there. You know what I mean? Just for scoring power. Like if Kevin is on the bench, we need to get Enos out there. Maybe even with Steven Adams. You know what I mean? That whole like double big man.
If it was me, Cantor would not be on the floor without either Ibaka or Adams. Would you agree with that?
Okay.
I could agree. Yeah.
okay.
So they got to figure something out to maximize his minutes. And isn't it weird how Cantor is such a dominant force offensively in the pick and roll and down low, but it seems like they don't run a whole lot of the offense through him, even when it's just him and the bench, right? Isn't that strange? How they don't give it to him down low when it's just him and like Waiters and Singler and Foy. Like it's peculiar to me. I didn't watch the game yesterday, so I don't know if he posted up a lot, but they need to.
Canner? Yeah, I know, but they don't use him.
Not only that, guys, but think about this. If you run post-ups with anybody, it slows down the game. That means less possessions for the other team. So if you run mostly post-ups with Cantor and the bench, it helps you defensively because it's less opportunities for the other team to light you up. So I just feel like if we're not going to stagger Durant and Westbrook and it's just Cantor out there with the bench, that just run the offense through him and post-ups and high screen and roll with him and Payne. Not Foy, but if you have to. But preferably Payne.
I see what you're saying. We'll go to a break, then we'll come back. But before we go, Mario got in yesterday.
For 0 minutes?
0 minutes, yeah. But he ended up with a +2. Didn't record a stat, it looks like, in here.
That poor guy.
Poor guy.
He deserves better than that.
He does. But 3 guys didn't play. I'll leave this to you before we go to break. 3 people did not get in the game. Collison, Muhammad, and Cameron Payne.
Muhammad didn't play what?
What?
The GOAT?
The GOAT. Hey, you're listening to the Matt Wallen Show on 99.3 U Central Radio. And we're back. It's 12:43, and you're listening to the Matt Wallen Show on 99.3 U Central Radio. Guys, we just got done talking NBA. We'll talk a little bit, I guess, about in a second, or a little bit down in the show, about the Lakers beating Golden State yesterday without Kobe. Ike, you thought you were dreaming? Yeah? Well,
Kobe played, didn't he?
did he?
He had like 12 points.
Oh, my bad. My bad. I thought Reddy didn't play.
Yeah.
That is on me. My bad. But staying with college basketball, Let's see. Big 12 tournament starts this weekend. UCO played last weekend up in Kansas City. Big 12 will be there this weekend. UCO exited in the quarterfinals, correct? Correct. They lost to, women lost to Emporia State, and the men to Fort Hays State.
Fort Hays State, yeah.
Yep.
Number 20, Emporia State, though. Emporia State was pretty good.
Yeah, that's what you're talking about, that they have some girls that can play.
Yeah, they were pretty good this year.
Well, UCO didn't have a bad team. They finished, fifth in the MIAA
fifth.
regular season?
They finished fifth, and the men's finished fifth. They actually had a 5-way tie
For
play, 11-11 in conference play.
Really?
So that was pretty cool. I was like, wow. So they both finished fifth in the conference this year.
Now, let's see. Guys, they had a first-year coach. Can they turn it around next year? Are they going to be even better, you think, with another year?
Oh yeah, I feel like man, they have a good young player. God, I can't think of his name right now.
The freshman.
The freshman, yeah.
This is just what we refer to him as, the freshman.
He's a good young player. I feel like they'll be pretty decent, but they're losing, Seth Heckard and some other great scorers on the squad.
Also got to say, Ike, we got to promote your piece. I just published it on ucentralmedia.com today. It is recapping the basketball tournament for both the men and women. Again, that's on ucentralmedia.com. If you guys want to read about what happened in the tournament, how exactly it all went down, how the team played, Ike did a really good piece recapping that this weekend. So you guys can read that. It should also be in the Vista issue coming out early next week. So just so everybody knows.
Just so everyone knows. Okay, who's the freshman? I got the list right here. Which one is it? Who is the name that I need to know for years to come now?
Oh, my boy Josh Holiday.
Josh Holiday? Number 11, a 5'9" guard from Broken Arrow, Oklahoma.
He's pretty good.
For 5'9", he's pretty good?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll take your word on it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taller than 5'9". I'm just pointing that out.
So you're saying you could beat him in a game?
That doesn't mean I can hoop. Challenge.
I smell a challenge. Maybe he's listening right now. He's like, I'm going to cross this dude up.
Hey, to basketball that is being played in Kansas City this weekend, Big 12 tournament, Buddy Hield named back-to-back Big 12 Player of the Year. Thoughts?
Going back to back.
Got my buddy going back. He's good, man.
He's good, but he turns the ball over.
This is the first time since, I believe, a Kansas player. I think there's only 2 people who've done that, Big 12 Players of the Year consecutively. So, congratulations.
Are you going back to Wilt or?
No. This wasn't Wilt. This was, I believe, in the 90s. I don't know who it is. I have to look it up.
Okay.
Talking about just in the Big 12, right?
Just in the
Big 12. Okay.
I believe that.
So we have the bracket right here. First round, Wednesday night. Kansas State, OSU. Who are you taking?
I got Kansas State.
Got Kansas State. Ike? Kansas State or OSU?
I'm gonna go OSU.
I want to say Kansas State. Kansas State sounds like the for sure pick, but for some reason,
Yeah, I don't know why, but
OSU is going to win.
I feel like OSU.
And guess what? It's going to upset OSU fans because it's going to keep Travis Ford his job
But that's the farthest they're gonna probably go if they win that.
because they got to play
I'm
Kansas.
gonna say OSU just because Brad said KSU.
Okay. Texas Tech versus TCU. Tech.
Yeah, same.
Tech. Okay.
Tech all around.
So we move to Thursday in the morning, 12:30. Texas or Baylor. That won't be a bad game.
Yeah, Baylor's gonna win.
Won't be mad. Yeah, I'll take Baylor.
You're going to say Baylor? Yeah. I'm going to say Shaka. Shaka
Okay.
Smart in Texas who gets the win.
Shock the world.
Kansas versus whoever y'all got winning that. Taking KU versus Kansas State, Brad.
Yeah, I'm definitely taking Kansas.
Kansas versus.
I don't know, man. You remember Guy earlier this season?
This is in Kansas City. Okay.
Nah, Kansas is winning that.
Kansas wins. Texas Tech versus West Virginia.
Virginia, dude.
Yeah. They're good, but do you remember when they played a team called Florida?
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything.
I'll take West Virginia.
West Virginia, yeah. OU or Iowa State?
Uh-oh.
Interesting.
This is, for me, I know this is
This
gonna
is the
sound
game,
weird.
first game of the
The
tournament.
winner of this game is going to win the tournament. That's my lock.
Okay.
I'm taking Iowa State right now.
Ooh.
You know why? OU's beat them 2 times this season. It's hard to beat a team 3 times in one season.
It is. I mean, not
And the book is now out on how to stop OU.
Yeah. But I'm going to have OU beating Iowa State.
So you have them winning the Big 12.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Hey.
I won't go so far as to say they're going to win the tournament, but I'll take OU in this game specifically.
Okay. Hey, I'll be the first to admit that I bleed Crimson and Cream, but they ain't winning on Wednesday.
Is your
Thursday.
anti-homer pick? Like, I'm not a homer, guys.
Hey,
OSU and OU?
you are pro Oklahoma. You have said this before.
Yeah.
He's all
When
about
you
Oklahoma.
say me, or when you say we, you speak for the whole Oklahoma family of teams.
Where you at, Tulsa?
Tulsa. Hey, that's where the tennis national championships are this year. You'll be there. Semifinals. You got Baylor versus Kansas. Who do y'all got?
Interesting. Yeah, it's
Kansas.
Yeah.
I got Kansas versus Texas. I still have Kansas. West Virginia or Oklahoma. Who do y'all got?
I got Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. Let's go State of Oklahoma.
West Virginia wins. I'll take Kansas versus West Virginia in the championship.
Who do you think is going to win?
Kansas. They've won 11 straight.
That's great.
It's the safe pick.
Yeah.
Great.
It's great. Ike's not agreeing. Go ahead. What happens in the championship? Because y'all got OUKU. Round 3. Round 3.
I say.
And round 2 was disappointing to start the game because they shot 27% from the field at home, and then they went 0 from 9 from 3 to start the game. So go ahead. Tell me what's going to happen in Kansas City.
I take Kansas.
Okay. Okay.
You know what? I just thought about something. I did. I just thought about something. Be quiet. Okay, so you remember earlier in the year when we lost to Kansas?
Yeah,
again?
this should be good.
And
On a
I told
free throw
you-
by Latin.
No, not at Kansas, at OU.
Okay, at home.
After that game, I said, wow, this is embarrassing. I wish it wouldn't have happened. But you know what? Back in the 80s.
Back in the 80s. 88.
When you already
1988.
know.
I know where you're
already
going with
know.
this.
So technically, my argument of Iowa State or Oklahoma winning is going to win. I can't say that now because I still think that we can meet up in the championship. If we're on different sides, we can meet up.
You are going to be on different sides.
Are we?
Yes.
Okay.
The bracket is set, Ike.
No, I'm talking about in the national tournament.
Oh, you're saying the national.
Yeah, I'm talking about the national
But
tournament.
who wins in the Big 12?
Hey, that's what I'm saying. See, we beat them 3 times, so that means we had to have beaten them in the Big 12 tournament. I don't know if it was in the championship game or not, but it's all recycling right now. It's all recycling. What I'm saying is, if we don't win this tournament, we, as in as OU, I'm sorry, if OU doesn't win this tournament, we might as well go ahead and win that natty.
It's never going to happen. They get knocked down in the second round, I'm telling you right
Oh
now.
my goodness! Not even like the Sweet 16 again. Can we at least go back to the Sweet 16? Can we at least go to the Elite 8 this year?
Maybe. We'll see.
Okay.
Let me see what happens when the bracket comes out.
But you know, obviously, I want OU to win. Do I think they can beat Kansas if they make it to the final game? What is that, on the 12th in the Big 12 championship? I don't know. Maybe, but I probably, to be all honest, I'll probably have to go safe and just say Kansas will probably win it all out.
They've won 11 straight games. I understand one game can send them home, but they're on a roll.
Yeah, they are. They are.
And Kansas City's kind of their backyard.
Yeah. So.
Just kind of. But what else we got to talk about today, guys? What's going on, Ike?
Ooh.
We almost forgot.
Ooh.
What's going on?
I don't even have to sing it now.
No.
It doesn't matter.
No, I can't sing, please.
What's going on?
Okay, there we go.
All right, number 1, your Cubbies.
My Cubbies.
Your Cubbies shaved their heads to raise money for charity.
Okay. A baseball team in Norman does this every year.
Mhm.
And then they lose, so I don't want the Cubs to do it.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought that was pretty cool that the whole team kind of shaved their heads, though.
Good for them. But
Did you hear about that? Did they shave? Did like people like shave their faces?
I haven't
too?
heard this.
Oh well, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like
That's why this is upsetting me right now.
Yeah, I wondered if they like completely shaved their heads, their faces, but it just really says their heads. So I thought that was pretty cool. Number 2, a Grizzly fan making a half-court shot. Have you guys seen this video?
I saw the video.
Did you see the way he shot?
Yes, interesting shot selection.
It reminded me of, if you've seen the movie He Got Game, and that was a movie that I left out
The other day.
some shows ago. Yeah, He Got Game is with Denzel Washington and Ray Allen, and Denzel Washington's shot in the movie is kind of like that. It's like a behind the head shot, and he shoots it like that, and he sinks it. Incredible. Have you seen are you looking up the video? Oh no, you're looking up.
I'm looking at some other stuff.
I used to have a couple buddies who could shoot from behind their head, and it was nothing but the net every time. It's so weird. Yeah, it's so weird, but like it went in every time, and it's like you can block it, their heads in the way. So it can be done. It can be done. I can't do it, but.
Number 3, Miami's mascot. I thought it was Houston's, but it was Miami's mascot. Tries to jump over to try to flip over other mascots and fail. Did you see this?
Yes, I did.
Did you see
Yes,
it?
I did.
Oh my goodness!
It looked like it hurt.
look at the pain in if it plays. Look at the pain, and I don't know which mascot it was, but watch how he like holds his like stomach, his gut, his everything. Priceless. What are they doing down there in Miami? They don't have LeBron anymore. LeBron was working out there.
Hey, LeBron's working out there, yeah.
So that was pretty cool. My boy is back. You remember? This is number 4. My boy from the All-Star game that dunked in the jeans.
Yes.
Did you see his dunk?
How is this dunk even possible?
Did you see it?
No, I'm looking at it right here.
Look at it, bro. Watch this thing. He does a reverse windmill dunk, a two-handed reverse windmill, and like. You know how Vince Carter put his like arms through the rim? He put both of his arms through the rim. It sounds crazy, but it's something that people have to see.
Okay.
This guy is amazing.
I just watched it.
Look at that.
Get that.
This guy is amazing. This time he didn't do it in pants, he did it in shorts, but still.
It's pretty impressive.
Unbelievable. And the last one, Nuggets coach Mike Malone is literally me. And
is literally you.
Is me. And why I say that is because if you watch how the Nuggets were trying to steal an inbound play against Dallas over the weekend when they were playing against each other in the fourth quarter, and you can see the coach like literally on the sideline acting like he's playing defense. That is literally me. Like when I was helping coaching Sigtal, I would literally like be like on the court playing and coaching at the same time. Yeah, intramurals. Like this is me to the
Player coach.
Player coach Ike Wilcox over here.
That was actually Stan.
Stan Ferguson.
That was Stan, but
yeah, most people don't know Ike has an alter ego named Stan Ferguson. You don't want to meet Stan.
All right, and that is what's going on this week. What's going on?
Thank you, Ike. This week we're not having one on Wednesday.
Oh yeah, no, this isn't Wednesday. I'm thinking it's Wednesday for some reason. I'm sorry.
I know it feels like
today.
Hey, anyone?
It's all for now.
Anyone UFC this weekend?
I read about it.
I read
What a
about
joke! What a joke! What a serious joke!
And
like,
home.
I don't like Floyd Mayweather's character, but I am a Floyd Mayweather fan because he knows at the end of the day how to win. You have to respect him. So for everybody who sits there and tries to, talk mess with them and stuff like McGregor and Ronda has been in the past, and then they go and lose. How are you gonna say you guys are that great in your sport when you can't even defeat people, like be undefeated? I just jokes, man, jokes. And then Holly Holmes. Why would you, Holly Holmes? I'm gonna start calling you Wisconsin. How can you beat the best and then lose the next game?
Oh my God.
Wisconsin.
That's pretty good.
Ooh, man.
Pretty solid roast. And he just walks away.
He is.
He's done.
He doesn't drop the mic because he can't, but
it's
he
too expensive to
walks away
drop,
from the
and
mic.
it's suspended from the air, so.
Yeah. Okay, well, y'all got any plans? We got about a minute left.
I got school stuff to do, so it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Any sports? What are you looking forward to watching?
What is it? Is this the 6th? I believe it's the 6th episode of The People versus OJ. I am ready.
All about it.
Hey,
It's all about
you want
that.
them to find a way to talk about this knife that we found out about now? See if they can go back and
They're not gonna find anything. They're not gonna find it. The knife's probably been washed, and it's probably been.
not find it the first time?
No, they did. Did you not hear about this?
No, I didn't hear.
No,
it.
they found the knife and they gave it to an officer, and the officer didn't think it was valuable, so he took it home with
He
him
didn't think it was valuable. Okay.
in the case.
Wow.
Years.
Yes.
Was he like a big fan? Was he a Buffalo Bills fan? I mean, my goodness.
Oh, man.
That's all I gotta say about that.
Okay, well, this has been the Matt Wallen Show. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at MW_show. Like us on Facebook, The Matt Wallen Show. Email us at themattwallenshow@gmail.com. And go to the blog to watch the show. Notice Brad doesn't plug our blog. He plugs U Central Media and the Vista, but he'll never say, hey, you want to watch the show or hear the show.
If you find our Facebook page, you will find the blog. We don't need to say
where should
every
they
single
go?
thing.
Where should they go to find the show?
The
Brad?
Matt Wallen Facebook page, and then it will link to everything else.
Ooh,
We don't-
okay.
We don't have to say
What happens
every
if they
single
don't have
thing we
Facebook?
do. Huh?
What happens if they don't have
Get a
Facebook?
Facebook. Everybody has a Facebook. No.
I was about to say, Ike doesn't have a Facebook.
My great aunt has a Facebook.
Ike, you don't
She's
have
like
a
almost in her
Facebook.
80s, and I'm
Ike,
like,
you do not have a Facebook.
yes, because my great aunt, who is almost in her 80s, have a Facebook.
I think you can still see the page if you don't have an account. So
Okay. Go to themattwallenshow.blogspot.com. You can find the show. We'll see you Wednesday. We'll be previewing the Thunder game. Will they win? Probably not, because they're actually playing someone that's actually good. You've been listening to the Matt Wallen Show on 99.3 U Central Radio.
KZUC LP Edmond,
Your station, 99.3.
celebrating 125 years of excellence at UCO.
We play the best music.
Can't get it anywhere else.
UCO's best mix.
U Central Radio.